Zero do hets tu haje ta moyena. Zigan hungaru de atste ya marege wa iru. Go agumara kigaraksa konikariwes somonuksa neraksa. Yahte suoja tatsoli. Jahnuatu de suagan neraksa.
So here we are in the services complex, and we came here because we figured that we would try and talk to people about, you know, saying a goodbye to us that we're going off of air. But in all reality, over the last almost 8 years since we've been on air, it's really hard to try and get people on camera. Like her, over here.
Regan, no.
My good friend.
But yeah, I'm gonna miss it. I mean, it brought a lot to the community, and I'm gonna miss having it there. I watched, you know, all the time. And I know my neighbor watched, and often had a lot of discussions over it. So yeah, it's gonna be sad.
Not too bad. Normally we can't get people.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Oh, do you watch Sawenna Aoriwa?
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you gonna miss us when we go off there?
Because we're going off the air.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I watch it and it's nice to watch. There's a lot of info, so it's good. I'm gonna miss it.
Also, everyone's pretty animated.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end, everyone seemed like they were relaxed.
Okay.
I don't know if it was because they had made the decision to go off the air beforehand, but I noticed, you know, everyone was kind of laughing and joking around a lot.
Yeah.
No, it must be kind of a serious decision.
Well, it was a decision that was
Yeah.
based off, you know, Regan making a decision for her family and what have you, and so we're going to do other things. It's not going to be so labor intensive. You know?
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
It becomes a drudge when you do something for 8 years.
Vicky came by again and you know, wanted to know what we were doing, and I still couldn't convince her. Get a shot over her. She's in the bank and she's got a hat on.
There you go. Now the hood goes on too. Well, anyway, no.
Hey Ganawage, we're standing here with Jordan Standup from the one and only newspaper here in Ganawage, the Eastern Door, and Jordan's been here for like what, 5 minutes?
About that. Yeah, I literally just done the job. It's pretty good.
So he is the second or third best reporter in the community besides myself. So Jordan.
I'm done with this interview. Thanks very much.
Jordan, any kind words for Sawenna Aoriwa and all the staff over at Mohawk TV that's worked on the show over the years? Have you enjoyed watching it and so on and so forth?
I've certainly enjoyed watching Sawenna Aoriwa. I think that the program catered to a different audience in Ganawage, and by the show no longer being aired on television, I think that's going to leave a void in the community. I really hope that you decide to continue in the news field, because we all know you do it best, Regan, and you know, keep being a pain in the, can I say ass? And the ass.
Hi, we're standing outside the Mohawk Council of Ganawage with Joe Delaron, whom I've known for the past couple of years and who I've admired not only for being I'm standing outside here with Joe Delaron, someone who I have admired, I've kind of emulated, not only with hairstyles, but delivery. So Joe, you know, the Mohawk Council of Ganawage and Regan, sometimes you guys butt heads, and you're the guy whose head gets butted. So, how's it been butting heads with Regan? Has it been all right, or?
Well, it's been a challenge. She has a job to do, and I do as well. And I think that we both try and act in as professional a manner as possible. Sometimes we're successful. Sometimes Regan isn't as successful, but otherwise it works well.
One time Regan said, okay, Joe, he's like a spin doctor. And I didn't know what it was. I thought you were in a new band. But I guess not. Hi, we're over here at the Eastern Door with our good pal Steve Bonsfield. Steve, how are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Steve, you know, this is our last show on the big program. And I think, I don't know if you know this or not, but I've been a journalist for, I think it was about that, about 50 years, and either one, not sure. But so what do you think of my journalism integrity?
When I think of integrity and I think Lance DeLille, they don't go well together.
question number 2. So, what have you thought about Regan and the big programs?
No, you know what? When you're a professional, you know, whether you agree with certain things that happen or not, I mean, you keep it on a professional level, right? And I think Regan's done some things that people said, well, that's an interesting way to cover it, you know. And she's also done some things that they said, you know, they shook their fist at her. But, you know, hey, to each his own. I mean, I'm glad that there was somebody like Regan to be able to report the news on TV. So whether you, like they always say, whether you love her or hate her, think you can talk to her or not, the point of the matter is she served a really important purpose in the community.
This was our first anchor on Sawenna Aoriwa. So, Jean, what were you thinking all those years ago when I gave you a call to ask you to come on the show?
I didn't know what to think right away, and we met at your place a couple of times. You told me what it was about, and I said, how much work would I have to do? And you said, nothing, just show up and read cue cards. I said, okay, I can do that, so I did it.
One thing I want to ask you on KTV, when you walk off set, where do you go?
When I walk off KTV?
Yeah, like when you're like all of a sudden you're like, we'll be back after this, and then you walk away.
I wait in the big MCK hot tub up on the 3rd floor.
Oh, okay. Because like when you walked away, I was like, he's not finished. There's other things for him to say.
There's things on my mind.
Yeah, but maybe that's what you're doing. Go and get a coffee. Like, we'll be back after this, and then he's off to get a coffee.
For Sawenna Aoriwa, this is the last show. We'll see you. Never.
I want to do that one day.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Well, that's it for our final episode of Sawenna Aoriwa. We really, 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 really hope you enjoyed the program.
You know, it's been an experience, Regan, and it's been an experience, Chrissy, working with you guys, working almost since day one, on and off over these past couple of years. I've really enjoyed the fact that you've offered something different to the community. The community can never go back. The second opinion is there and it's valid, for sure.
I'm like, oh my God, you're making me cry again.
Yeah. I'd like to thank everyone who's worked on the program. I'd like to give a shout out to Tom, who is a photographer, and Andy. It's time for you to come out here and for everyone to see you for a few seconds, please. Because
we only get to see Andy, but he works so hard.
Come here, Andy.
So come on this side right here. Here he is. Here's Andy. Our cameraman, Andy. Thank you very much for doing an excellent job. And it's been a pleasure and a privilege to be part of this wonderful team, and we thank you very much, Sir Ganawagirdono. And from everyone here, Chrissy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any last
and
words?
I'll be around. I'm still around.
Yeah. And I would just like to say to everyone who's watched over the years that it's been a pleasure and a privilege for me to produce this program and work with a lot of different people in the community. And thank you for always giving us the opportunity, or even for giving us the chance to do this program way back when we first started. So with that, thank you for staying with us, and we'll see you again sometime. Onigu wahi.
Ona.
Ona.